Olivia Chen had her entire life mapped out. Every minute. Every decision. Every emotion contained and controlled. 3 years earlier, an abusive relationship had nearly broken her. So she made herself a promise: she would never lose control again. Never be vulnerable again. Never let anyone in. She built walls so high that even she couldn't see what was on the other side. And then Nathan showed up. A chaotic musician. Impulsive. Completely disorganized. Everything Olivia had sworn to stay away from. He didn't follow rules. He didn't make plans. He lived in the moment in a way that terrified her. They were complete opposites. And for that very reason, something in her defenses began to crack. This is a story about what happens when you meet someone who challenges everything you built to protect yourself. About forgiving the past that wounded you. Welcome to Lost Stories and Lyrics, the place where stories come to life and inspire transformation. Where are you from? Drop it in the comments. The alarm didn't even get the chance to ring. Olivia Chen was already awake at 5:45 a.m., just like always. It was a habit she'd built over the years. Waking up before the alarm meant control, meant she set the pace of the day, not the other way around. She moved through her morning routine with military precision: 30 minutes of exercise, 15 minutes in the shower, 20 minutes to get ready, 10 minutes for a perfectly balanced breakfast. At 26, Olivia was a junior associate at one of the most competitive law firms in Chicago. Her apartment on the 23rd floor reflected exactly who she was: minimalist, organized, every object in its proper place. White walls, gray furniture, no clutter. No room for chaos. Morning, Chen, her boss, Richard, greeted her as she walked into the office at exactly 7:30 a.m., ready for the meeting with the Hamilton Corp execs. Absolutely, Olivia replied, holding her pristine leather briefcase. And she was. Olivia was always ready. That's how she built her reputation: reliable, predictable, never slipping up. But there was something no one at the firm knew. Something Olivia kept locked away in a box deep in her mind, sealed with 3 years of therapy and carefully constructed control mechanisms. 3 years earlier, Olivia had been engaged. Tyler was charming, successful, perfect on paper. But behind closed doors, he was volatile, controlling, emotionally abusive. It took 2 years for Olivia to gather the courage to end it. And when she did, she made a promise to herself: never again would she lose control. Never again would she let emotions dictate her decisions. Never again would she be vulnerable. So she built walls. High, thick, impenetrable. She turned herself into someone made of logic and structure. No room for spontaneity, emotional risk, or anything that reminded her of how broken she once felt. "Olivia, you coming to happy hour tonight?" her coworker Jessica asked after the meeting. "It'll be fun." "I have work to finish," Olivia replied automatically. It was always her answer. Work was safe. Work was predictable. Work didn't hurt her. That night, at 8 p.m., her scheduled dinner hour, Olivia was at her favorite Thai restaurant, the same one she went to every Thursday, ordering the same dish as always. While she waited for her food, she saw him for the first time. A guy at the corner table, guitar by his side, notebook open, completely absorbed in scribbling something down. He had messy brown hair, a t-shirt from a band Olivia didn't recognize, and a chaotic energy that didn't seem to belong in such a quiet restaurant. Olivia quickly looked away. Not her business. She ate efficiently, paid her bill, and was on her way out when a voice called behind her. "Hey, sorry, you dropped this." It was him. Up close, Olivia noticed intense green eyes and a smile too genuine for such a cynical city. He was holding her pen, an expensive Mont Blanc her father had given her when she passed the bar. "Thanks," Olivia said, taking the pen carefully so she wouldn't touch his hand. "Nice pen," he said. "You must be important." "Attorney," she replied, already turning to leave. "Ah, that explains it," he said, and something in his tone made Olivia stop. "Explains what?" "The military posture, the flawless suit at 8 p.m. on a Thursday, the way you held that pen like it was some sacred artifact." He smiled. "Everything is very controlled." Irritation flared in her chest. "You don't know me." "True," he said easily. "I'm Nathan, by the way. And I probably look like the exact opposite of controlled to you." He wasn't wrong, but Olivia wasn't about to admit that. "I have to go." "Of course. Probably have a strict schedule to get back to." Olivia walked away without responding, but his words followed her all the way home. Controlled. As if that were a bad thing. As if having her life together was something to be criticized. Coincidence or fate, Nathan was at the same restaurant the next Thursday. And the next. By the third week, Olivia couldn't ignore it anymore. "Do you work here or something?" she asked, stopping by his table. Nathan looked up, surprised, and clearly pleased. "I could ask you the same. Every Thursday, 8 o'clock, same dish?" "It's efficient. It's predictable," he corrected. "But hey, no judgment. Sit." He pointed to the empty chair. "Unless your schedule doesn't allow 5 minutes of spontaneous conversation." Olivia should have walked away. Every trained instinct told her to. But something in his casual challenge, in the way he wasn't intimidated by her walls, made her hesitate. She sat. "So, Nathan who brings a guitar to Thai restaurants," Olivia said. "What do you do?" "I'm a musician. Half-time, trying full-time." He grinned. "I play in bars, cafes, anywhere that'll take me. Write songs no one but my mom listens to. Basically live in chaos." That sounds, Olivia searched for a polite word. Irresponsible? Reckless? "No real future," he offered, laughing. "Heard it all. Especially from my family. They wanted me to be a doctor like my dad. But I can't live that way. Planning every second, following rules that don't make sense to me." "Rules make sense," Olivia said automatically. "Structure, planning, that's what keeps your life on track. Or keeps you so on track that you forget to actually live," Nathan replied gently. "When was the last time you did something unplanned?" The question hit deeper than he could ever know. Olivia didn't do unplanned things. Not anymore. Not since Tyler. Not since she learned that spontaneity led to losing control, and losing control led to getting hurt. "I should go," she said, abruptly standing. "Hey, sorry," Nathan said, genuinely apologetic. "I didn't mean." "It's fine. Good night." But it wasn't. That night, Olivia lay awake staring at the ceiling, unable to turn her mind off. Nathan represented everything she'd sworn to avoid: chaos, unpredictability, untamed emotion. He was spontaneous where she was structured, free where she was restrained, open where she was guarded. He was her exact opposite. And that terrified her. Because a small part of her, a part she thought she'd buried long ago, wondered what it would be like to live that way. Without fear. Without constant control. Without carrying the weight of old wounds like armor. Over the next few weeks, Olivia avoided the restaurant. changed her routine, ate at home, worked even later. But it was like trying not to think of something. The harder you try, the more it fills your mind. On a Friday night, after an especially brutal week at work, Olivia broke. She was exhausted, emotionally drained from maintaining her perfect facade. When she arrived at the restaurant, Nathan was there, as if he'd been waiting. "You changed your day," he said as she sat, this time without an invitation, at his table. "It was a rough week. Want to talk about it?" "No," Olivia looked at him, at the open notebook, at the guitar leaning against the chair. "Play something for me." Nathan blinked. "Seriously? You're a musician, right? Play." So he played. A soft, melancholic melody that captured exactly how Olivia felt, tired of fighting, tired of being strong, tired of constantly being in control. For the first time in 3 years, she allowed herself to just feel. When the song ended, Olivia realized her eyes were wet. "That was honest?" Nathan asked gently. "Terrifying," Olivia admitted. "What? The song?" "No. Feeling something real." The words slipped out before she could stop them. And with them came fear, that old, familiar fear of having revealed too much, of lowering her guard. Olivia stood quickly. "I need to go." "Olivia, wait." But she was already leaving, almost running, heart pounding. Because Nathan had done something she swore no one would ever do again. He had cracked her walls. And Olivia wasn't sure she was ready for what might come through the cracks. Olivia avoided the restaurant for 2 weeks. She buried herself in work, slipped back into her rigid routine, rebuilt the walls Nathan had started to knock down. But this time, they didn't fit the same way. There were cracks now, cracks that let the light in. It was her therapist, Dr. Morgan, who finally named what was happening. "Olivia, you're afraid to feel again," she said during a session. But feeling wasn't the problem. The problem was that Tyler didn't respect your feelings. "You don't have to punish yourself for what he did." "I'm not punishing myself," Olivia protested. "I'm protecting myself." There's a difference between protection and imprisonment. Dr. Morgan leaned forward. "You've built a cell so strong that even you can't get out. And now someone's shown up offering you a key, and it terrifies you." Those words echoed in Olivia's mind for days. A prison. That's exactly how she felt sometimes, safe, but suffocated. Protected, but alone. It was on a Thursday, her old Thai takeout night, that Olivia made a choice. Instead of staying late at the office, she grabbed her coat at 6. Her assistant blinked at her. "Heading out early?" "Yeah," Olivia said, and the word carried the weight of something bigger. Nathan was there, half expected, half feared. When he saw her, his face lit up in a way that made Olivia's heart jump, not with panic, but with something dangerously close to hope. "You came back," he said softly. "I ran away," Olivia admitted, sliding into the seat across from him without waiting for an invitation. "Last time. I freaked out. I figured." Nathan closed his notebook. "Look, if I crossed a line." "You didn't. I have walls. A lot of them. And you started knocking them down without even trying, and that scared me." Nathan was quiet for a moment. "Why do you have walls?" And for the first time in 3 years, Olivia told someone about Tyler. Not every detail, it still hurt too much, but enough. About his control, the way he made her feel small, how she'd lost so much of herself that when she finally walked away, she didn't even know who she was anymore. So I built a new version of myself, Olivia finished. One who couldn't get hurt because she didn't feel. But you did feel, Nathan said gently. When I touched you. You felt something. I know. And it terrified me. Nathan set his hand on the table, palm up. An offer, not a demand. Olivia, I'm not him. And I know you have no reason to trust that yet. But, what if we go slow? No pressure, no expectations. Just, trying. Olivia looked at his hand. Such a simple gesture, but it meant so much. It meant choosing to feel again. It meant risking being hurt. It meant letting someone in. She placed her hand in his. The months that followed were the hardest, and most transformative, of Olivia's life. Nathan was patient, but he didn't let her hide. When she canceled plans saying she was busy with work, he challenged her gently. Are you busy, or are you scared? It wasn't always easy. One night, Nathan showed up unannounced with tickets to a concert, and Olivia broke down. You can't just change my plans like that. You didn't have plans, Nathan said calmly. You had an empty night you were going to fill with work because it feels safer than actually living. That's not fair, Olivia cried, frustration spilling over. You don't understand. I need structure. I need control. No, you don't. You're afraid of not having it. Nathan stepped closer. Controlling everything doesn't protect you, Liv. It just keeps you from living. But there were victories, too. Olivia left the office early to watch Nathan play at a small coffee house. She kept her schedule flexible one afternoon and they wandered around the city with no destination. She laughed, really laughed, for the first time in years. And Nathan was changing too. Olivia helped him get his finances in order, think more strategically about his music career. They were meeting in the middle, learning that opposites don't cancel each other out, they balance each other. But the real test came 3 months later, when Olivia ran into Tyler at a corporate event. He was there with a new girlfriend, all charm and easy smiles. When he saw Olivia, he approached. Olivia. You look great. The sound of his voice made something lock up in her chest. Memories flooded in, not the good ones, but the ones she'd spent years trying to bury. The tears. The cutting honesty. The constant feeling that she wasn't enough. Tyler, she managed. I heard you're doing well at the firm. He lowered his voice. Look, I know things ended badly between us, but I think about you sometimes. We were good together. 3 years ago, that sentence would have shattered her or made her question everything. 6 months ago, she would have run. But now, Olivia took a slow breath and felt something different. Not fear. Not pain. But clarity. No, Tyler. We weren't good together. You were controlling, and I was so lost that I let you convince me that was love. Olivia met his eyes, unflinching. But I'm not that person anymore. And I don't need your validation, or your regret, or anything from you. Tyler blinked, thrown off. Olivia. I forgive you, she cut in, and realized it was true. Not for you, but for me. Because I carried anger and fear for too long, and I'm done with it. She turned to leave, then looked back. I hope you treat your girlfriend better than you treated me. She deserves that. Olivia left the event and went straight to the bar where Nathan was playing. He saw her walk in, noticed something different in her face, and during break, went to her. What happened? I saw Tyler, Olivia said. And for the first time in 3 years, he had no power over me. I forgave him. I let it go. Nathan pulled her into his arms, and Olivia let herself melt into him. Not because she was weak, but because she was strong enough to be vulnerable. I love you, she whispered, the words slipping out before she could stop them. And for the first time, they didn't bring fear. They felt real. Nathan pulled back just enough to look into her eyes. I love you too. Every structured, controlled, perfectionist part of you. And the part that's learning to let go. We're so different, Olivia said, laughing through her tears. We're opposites, Nathan agreed. But maybe that's why we work. You keep me grounded. I teach you how to fly. And Olivia finally understood. Love doesn't mean finding someone just like you. Sometimes, it means finding someone so different that they show you parts of yourself you never knew existed. It means forgiving the past. It means having the courage to feel again, even knowing feelings can hurt. But more than anything, it means choosing to grow instead of just choosing to stay safe. 1 year later, Olivia was sitting in the same Thai restaurant, but everything felt different. She wasn't sitting alone at a table for one, eating at her usual precise time. She was with Nathan, laughing at one of his stories, her plate still half full because the conversation mattered more than the food. Do you remember the first time I came over here and sat with you without being invited? Olivia asked with a smile. You were so nervous, Nathan laughed. Trying so hard to look confident and in control. I was terrified, Olivia admitted. Of you. Of me. Of everything you represented. And now? Olivia thought about that. She still woke up before her alarm some mornings. She still had an organized planner. She was still structured and intentional by nature. But now there were blank spaces on her calendar. Empty afternoons. Evenings open to possibility. And she didn't panic anymore when things didn't go exactly as planned. Now I know control and chaos aren't opposites that destroy each other, Olivia said. They're complements that balance each other out. The transformation wasn't just hers. Nathan had changed too. He'd opened a savings account, something Olivia had helped him do. He was planning his gigs more carefully, thinking more strategically about his music career. He was still spontaneous and free, but with a steadier foundation. We met in the middle, Nathan said, as if reading her thoughts. You learned to let go. I learned to ground myself. At work, Olivia's changes were noticeable too. Jessica, her coworker, had said, you seem different. Lighter, you know. Still brilliant and sharp, but not so tense. Olivia had even started saying yes to happy hours. Not all of them, she still needed her solo time and structure. But some. And she discovered she could be spontaneous without losing herself. That she could have fun without a plan. But the most meaningful change came from an unexpected place. One day, Olivia received a text from a woman she didn't know. Her name was Sarah, and she'd gotten Olivia's contact through a mutual friend. I know this might sound weird, the message said. But I'm in a relationship with someone who reminds me a lot of your ex. Someone told me about your story, about how you left and rebuilt your life. I was wondering if you could talk to me. I feel so lost. Olivia stared at the message for a long time. 3 years ago, she would have deleted it and tried to forget. Too painful to revisit. But now she saw something else, a chance to turn her pain into purpose. She met Sarah for coffee. The young woman, barely 23, sat across from her with rounded shoulders, eyes darting to her phone, flinching at every notification. Olivia recognized herself instantly. I know it's scary, Olivia began softly. Thinking about leaving. You probably wonder if you can make it on your own. If you're overreacting. If maybe it's your fault. Sarah burst into tears. How did you know? Because I thought all those things too. Olivia reached for her hand. But here's what I wish someone had told me: you're not overreacting. It's not your fault. And you are not alone. In the months that followed, Olivia started volunteering at a women's shelter for survivors of abusive relationships. She offered free legal guidance, but more importantly, she shared her story. Proof that rebuilding was possible. That scars didn't have to define you. You're doing something incredible, Nathan told her one night after she came back from an especially emotional session. Turning your pain into healing for other people. I needed purpose, Olivia admitted. For so long, I just tried to forget what happened. Bury it. But scars don't disappear because you ignore them. They need to be seen, tended to, and then they become part of your strength, not just your suffering. Nathan pulled her into a hug. I love you. Both the structured woman I met and the freer woman you're becoming. I don't know if I'll ever be completely free, Olivia said honestly. I still have hard days. I still get scared. And that's okay, Nathan replied. Healing isn't linear. And you don't have to be perfect. That was perhaps the most important lesson Olivia had learned. For so long, she'd tried to be perfect, perfectly controlled, perfectly organized, perfectly protected. But perfection was a prison. Imperfection was where life actually happened. She learned she could plan and still be flexible. She could have structure and still leave space for spontaneity. She could be strong and still vulnerable. Those weren't contradictions, they were parts of a fuller whole. And love? Love wasn't about finding someone who completed you. It was about finding someone who pushed you to grow. Someone who truly saw you, with all your contradictions and complexities, and loved you not despite them, but with them. 6 months later, Olivia was giving a talk at the shelter. A group of women sat in front of her, all in different stages of healing, all carrying their own wounds. I won't lie to you, Olivia said. It's not easy. Rebuilding your life after being broken is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. There will be days you want to give up. Days when old patterns feel safer than new ones. She paused, meeting every gaze. But here's what else I'll tell you: you are stronger than you think. The scars you carry are proof that you survived. And surviving was only the first step. Now you get to actually live. A young woman lifted her hand shyly. How do you know when you're ready to trust again? To let someone in? Olivia thought of Nathan waiting for her outside. How he'd shown up at the right moment, offering not a rescue but a partnership. How he'd challenged her without controlling her. How he'd seen her strength even when she only saw damage. You're never completely ready, Olivia answered honestly. But there comes a moment when you realize that the fear of never truly living is bigger than the fear of being hurt again. And when you find someone who respects your boundaries while gently encouraging you to grow, someone who loves the parts of you you're still learning to love yourself, you take a leap of faith. She smiled. And sometimes, you find out opposites don't clash. Sometimes, they balance each other perfectly. That night, walking home with Nathan, Olivia looked up at the Chicago sky. A year ago, she would have been working late, following her rigid schedule, hiding behind her walls. Now she was here, vulnerable, open, alive. What are you thinking about? Nathan asked. How I used to believe opposites meant conflict, Olivia said. But really, opposites can mean balance. Complement. Growth. Deep wisdom for a Thursday night, Nathan teased. Olivia laughed, a light, genuine sound. I learned from a chaotic musician who barged into my life and messed up all my plans. Best thing I've ever done, Nathan said, kissing her forehead. And Olivia silently agreed. Because sometimes the best things in life are the ones you never planned. The people who are nothing like you. The moments that force you out of your comfort zone. Because it's there, in the discomfort, in the challenge, in the meeting of opposites, that real transformation happens. And Olivia Chen, the woman who once controlled every second of her life, finally learned how to let go. And in letting go, she found something far more valuable than control. She found freedom. She found love. She found herself. Enjoyed the video? Smash that like button and subscribe for more awesome stories.